So today we will take up this problem, an example of a rod which has variable cross sections. We can see this is that the rod shown in the figure has variable cross section. We can see that this rod consists of three sections of 100. This is a circular rod, so it has a thickness of diameter of 100 mm at this end, 100 mm at this end, 70 mm and 90 mm. Now we have to find the total extension of the rod if the total applied pull is 1000 kilonewton. The question says a rod of variable cross section shown in the figure is subjected to a pull of 1000 kilonewton at the ends. Find the total extension of the rod. So we know that total extension or delta is equals to PL upon AE. But we know that the cross sectional area A is changing throughout the length, and also the length of a particular section is also changing throughout the length. So here diameter is 100 mm, here it is 70 mm, here diameter is 90 mm, here it is 70 mm, and here it is 100 mm. Now in such cases we calculate for we calculate delta by total elongation will be equal to delta is equals to as we can see that this applied pull is constant throughout. बीच में sections पे कोई additional force apply नहीं हो रही. So we can say that this tensile force or axial force is constant throughout. So the total elongation can be found out using PL1 upon A1E plus PL2 upon A2E plus PL3 upon A2E and so on. As many sections we have, here we can divide this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. So as we can see that P is constant and E is constant. So we take P and E as common. Delta is equals to P upon E. We can take E as E for steel is 2.1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So here P and E are constant. So it will be P L1 upon A1 plus L2 upon A2 plus L3 upon A3 plus L4 upon A4 plus L5 upon A5. So area of A1 is equals to area of cross section for this section is equals to pi by 4 into d square diameter square, which is equal to A1 is equals to pi by 4 into 100 square. So this comes out to be 7854 mm. If we calculate this, it will come out to be 7854 mm square. Also this is equal to A1 and A5 are equal. This is equal to A5 also. So coming back to this, A2, so A2 will be equal to pi by 4 into 70 square. If we say this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So A2 is equals to this. Value will be 3848.5 mm square. This is also equal to A3. Sorry, A2 is equal to A4 because diameter is constant. Similarly, A3 will be equal to pi by 4 into 90 square. This will be 6361.7 mm square. So now delta elongation will be equal to P is 1000 kilonewton, so it will be 1000 into 10 into 10 to the power 3. P, this is P, P upon A, P upon E. So E we know that for steel it is 2.1 or 2. Let's say it is 2.1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So L1 upon A1. L1 is 0.6 meter. We'll convert this into mm because we are taking all the dimensions in Newton and mm. So it will take it as 0.6 meter means 600 mm upon A1. A1 is 7854. Also we see that A1 and A5 are same, are constant. Like A1 is equal to A5. This one section 1 and 5 are same, so we'll multiply it by 2. A1 L1 upon A1 plus L2 upon A2. L2 is, we know that is 0.4 mm, 0.4 meter, so it will be 400 mm into divided by 3848.5. We'll multiply it by 2 because section 2 is same as section 4 plus L3 upon A3. L3 is 0.5 meter, which is equal to 500 mm upon A3. A3 is 6361.7 mm square. So this is how we'll calculate delta, that is total elongation. This comes out to be, delta will be equal to 2196 mm. This is the total elongation. 2196 mm means, sorry, 2.196 mm. So this comes out to be 2.196 mm. This is the total elongation of this rod. First of all, we saw that there is no internal force acting, no additional force acting. So as P, that means P will be constant throughout the section. So that delta has been calculated as PL1 upon A1 plus PL2 upon A2 plus PL3 upon A3 and so on. This will be A3. L E is constant. So this is how we can calculate the total elongation of this rod. If some internal force, if some forces are also acting at this point, at these sections, then we have to make free body diagrams and calculate accordingly.